All right, I'm back with another live stream. I gonna watch Monday Night Raw from last night. I don't have many spoilers from it, thankfully. I do know that R-Truth cut a promo, which is as expected. He should have probably. I'd have been surprised if he didn't. I heard it was good, but other than that, I don't know anything. So I'm just gonna do a cold watch with my initial reaction. I'm not really looking at the comments or anything. So if anyone's trying to interact or comment, I'm not really interacting today. I'm just doing this live because it saves a lot of time. I don't have to encode it, convert it, upload it. It just goes up immediately. I mean, I can't cut out things that, you know, I want to cut out, but it's okay. It's all good. It's a trade-off, but I'll take it. Other than that, it was another rough weekend for hardcore wrestling fans who really enjoy wrestling and want to watch every show and follow every show. There was 3 pay-per-views, 3 extra shows in addition to the 8 major American shows that we get on American television that, you know, a lot of people follow. They had TNA had a pay-per-view on Friday, and then WWE think they're so hot and important that they decided to have 2 shows on Saturday, which I skipped through a lot of it just because I didn't really have time. So I pick and chose which matches I wanted to watch. I just skipped to the finish, checked out the booking. Um, Today I'll try to pause more and give comments. During the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I didn't really pause that much and give any comments because there was really fucking no comments to give. It just was what it was. I enjoyed the men's Money in the Bank, I think most out of anything because they had that war between Solo's crew, or formerly Solo's crew. I guess we'll see what becomes of them at this point. I still think Solo might have a crew, but it's not going to be that important. And they squared off with Seth's crew, and they actually beat their ass. And from the rubble of Jacob turning on Solo, Seth Rollins somehow came out with the Money in the Bank, which I guess, from what I saw amongst wrestling fans, gave some. It was some people were pushing back against that, but when you consider the participants in that match, I don't really see who else could have won that match. So Seth Rollins has won the Money in the Bank, and he's gonna have that briefcase, and I guess he's gonna try to get the title off of Seth Rollins, or not Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, I presume. So here we go with that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Money in the Bank, especially in recent years. It's been kind of hokey. They just come out there, they go, oh, I'm a cash in. No, I'm not going to cash in. I'm a cash in. So it's kind of freaking annoying, honestly. But regardless, all right, I got a couple hours before work. I'm just going to watch this cold. I'm not going to write any reviews. I used to actually like take time to watch the show, prepare my review, then record the review, record the podcast, and then edit the podcast, and then release the podcast. But all that is too much right now. I don't really have the time, unfortunately. I would if I had no job and wasn't really looking for more work. But at this point, I got a couple hours before I got to go to work. So let's just knock out Raw. I'll forward through what I have to forward through, and we'll listen to the promos mostly. I'll probably skip a lot of the matches, but let's see what we got. Monday Night Raw, June 9th, 2025.
Together.
This is the capital of Arizona, Phoenix, the city which will host WWE's flagship show for the 21st time. We are down on Netflix.
All right. They're in Phoenix. Good. Becky Lynch is coming in. Nikki Bella. Oh, I heard there's a return. Looks like she wants to come back. Gunther, World Heavyweight title match. That's going to be interesting. Let's see who starts the show today. Yeah, they got a review of the weekend's festivities in Los Angeles. Worlds Collide, Money in the Bank. We watched it already. Let's skip this. We gotta save some time. Ah, it's John Cena. My guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undisputed undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena.
All right. Sorry, I had to check if my live stream was working. So I got that just in case sometimes it gets cut off. Sometimes my computer doesn't work that well. But okay, so Cena's here. We had what I consider to be kind of a wasted tag match the night before, where he teamed with Logan Paul and lost. But alright, let's see what he's got to say. I guess maybe Cody's next, or I don't know. I guess let's see. Alright. Looks like the crowd is going to give it to him a little bit, but I'm going to forward through some of the milking. And,
he is the greatest of all time.
That sounds like Lillian Garcia, probably something he put her up to say, just like he's been doing recently. Kind of repetitive. I think that's been the issue with Cena's heel run so far. A little bit repetitive. Cool. We were happy to see him cut a heel promo at first, but nothing really substantial after that. Nothing really dynamic in his heel run at this point. Give it to these hypocrites, man. Tell them like it is.
You teach me something every single time you open your mouths. What you taught me at Money in the Bank, truth is a lie. Because you opened your mouth and wasted your energy saving a sideshow comedian whose greatest achievement is pretending to be me. And you thought you did something good. Do you think that actually accomplished anything? You are all spineless keyboard warriors. You are ignorant armchair activists, and you do not have any real power to change anything. Oh, you don't like that? Our truth is a gimmick that you will spit out, and a year from now, you will not care anything about. Our truth is you'll never use me to benefit one of your garbage pity parties ever again. This is my farewell tour, damn it! Do you hear me? I have limited time. I told you when we started, 36 dates. And the last time we counted was the Raw after WrestleMania. Down to 27. Since then, I've been to Fort Worth, Dayton, St. Louis, Tampa, Knoxville, Bakersfield, Los Angeles, and now Phoenix. This is almost over. We are halfway done. And if you want to accomplish something, don't waste your voice and send me the friggin' class clown. Use your voice and send me competition. Because the way I see it, everyone you have cheered for, from R-Truth to Cody Rhodes to Randy Orton, I have shut your mouth and beaten your best.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Finally. After all the wrestling I suffered through this weekend. Punk should come from behind and just freaking it. Nah, he's coming in from the entrance. Punk versus Cena for SummerSlam, maybe? Interesting, interesting. Well, he's already, they've already kind of teased this because Punk has cut promos on Cena. I think twice, if I'm not mistaken. Punk is not quite done with Seth Rollins. So I don't know if he can just free and clear just go off on a feud with Cena without Seth Rollins kind of maybe fucking it up for him. So let's see what happens. Let's see if they can set something up here. Set up a date. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. There's my thumbnail. I must cut through the entrances because I might get clipped for copyright on Cult of Personality.
Are you comfortable, John? I want you to be comfortable because I have a lot of things I want to get off my chest. And I am prepared to have this conversation with my fists. But one way or another, you will listen to everything I have to say right here, right now. It's ironic, isn't it? You strapped up the cowboy, the Boy Scout, saying you're going to ruin wrestling? Saying you're going to ruin the establishment that made you who you are, and CM Punk, the iconoclast, the outcast, the red-headed stepchild, the punk rock kid from Chicago, seemingly defending the establishment. Well, the more things change, the more things stay the same. I'm not defending the establishment. Let's make it real clear, John Boy. I'm not standing for TKO. I'm not here to defend the billionaires. I'm here to defend the people.
The people.
Yeah. What are you so mad about, John? Huh? You mad because the establishment picked you, but the people never did? Huh? They picked me in 2011 to be the voice of the voiceless. You say you haven't had the best, you haven't faced the best competition, boy, you have. Cody's the best we got. And you beat him because you take cheap shots and you take shortcuts. Now, I'm not here to kiss my final boss's ass like you. I'm here to let you know that these people are my boss. It's my job to give them what they want. And if they want the truth, they're gonna get Ron Killings. No, we're all spokes on a wheel. I've said it very famously, and I've always known that. And it's time CM Punk taught John Cena that he's just a spoke on the wheel too. And it starts by me taking that title off your shoulder. Yeah. Remember when me and you locked up at Elimination Chamber? First time in over 10 years, and I felt it. But I felt something a little bit different. And then you watched as Seth Rollins stomped me, and you didn't hesitate. And you pulled me back in the ring, and you put me in the STF. And the last thing I heard before I lost consciousness was you, almost in anguish, saying, "I'm sorry." Yeah. You screamed, "I'm sorry," because you knew then and you damn sure now know that what you're doing is not right. Look around you, John. You know that what you're doing is wrong. When I take that title off you, you're gonna spend the rest of your dates crisscrossing the country, apologizing to these people for the man you become. That title has corrupted you. And I know because that same belt turned me into a monster in 2012. And when I came back here to WWE, I had a list of goals. And holding that belt wasn't one of them, because I'm afraid of the man I become when I have it. Now that's the chip. Everybody in the back should want that. Everybody in the back should want to be heavyweight champion. Few can accomplish it. But I now see that I have to become a monster to stop the monster. To you,
Nice.
to guys like you, to Seth Rollins, that is the chip. That means power, and it means control. And to me, that is something that belongs to the people. By my count, after tonight, you've got 18 dates left. Of what little respect I had for you, I'll leave it up to you as to which one of those dates I take this off your shoulder. And if you're not a coward, if you're any type of a man, if you're more Boston Red Sox than you are New York Yankee, you'll say that date is tonight, right here, right now in Phoenix.
Yeah, how about it? Well, that would be a nice Monday Night Raw. World Heavyweight title shot, WWE title shot. Do it. Yeah, right, though. Cena's a heel. He'll do it on his time.
John Cena, CM Punk, one final match.
Well, I didn't think it would happen.
The best in the world against the greatest of all time. for the undisputed WWE Championship. Let's do it! Not tonight.
That's fine. It's still cool that he accepted it.
No. Match like this, you're gonna follow me to Saudi Arabia.
Woo! King of the Ring.
We're gonna do it at Night of Champions. Ball's in your court, hero. You want a title match, it's gonna be at Night of Champions. What do you say?
Oh, now they're gonna make it a three-way.
Let's see if our general manager makes
Well,
it official, but meanwhile,
Seth doesn't have to join that match. He has the briefcase. He could just
money in the bank.
he could just wait to see what happens in that match. But all right, Seth Rollins is coming in. I'm gonna forward through his entrance and let's see what. Oh, nothing. He didn't have any confrontation with them. He just came to show the briefcase. Okay, I'm forwarding. Interesting that the King of the Ring tournament is at night of, or the finals might be at Night of Champions, I guess, because last year they had an extra pay-per-view called King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring, but that was like a horrible name for a show. But okay, let's see what we got next. It's American Made. Chad Gable. Who's he facing off with? Someone from Seth Rollins' crew, I guess, I assume. Why did Seth Rollins come out? For what? Just to show the briefcase? Just... Alright, well, AJ Styles, it looks like he's facing Chad Gable. This is a really, really solid matchup, actually, in terms of just the booking, but I don't really want to watch it right now. I gotta just skip to the booking. I'm gonna skip through this one, see if anybody interferes or,
Gable taking advantage over the fact that the Creeds are out there as well, and a great throw.
Looks like the Creeds are a bit of a distraction on the outside. For AJ Styles, yeah. Physical interference, distractions abound. Let's see if AJ can overcome all this and win the match, or how's it gonna go? Alright, I think this is the finish.
And just like that, rolling into the... Well, trying for the calf crusher. Meanwhile, Styles clash!
Ooh.
Flash! Clash!
Weird Styles clash.
And just like that,
But okay,
Styles with the win.
AJ Styles wins, even with Chad Gable having American Made's help. It doesn't matter. AJ's hurt though. Tough win, but still, he should go over against Chad Gable. I mean, even though Chad Gable main evented a pay-per-view on Saturday, I don't think he's over AJ Styles. But regardless, I'm moving on. Let's see what the next angle is. Liv Morgan's backstage, and here comes Roxanne Perez, both of the Judgment Day. This has been some drama lately, so let's see what happens.
So I was thinking, and I have a plan.
You know what? Save your breath, because here's the real plan. I'm gonna advance in this tournament, then I'm gonna defeat Io Sky, and I'm gonna win back my Women's World Championship.
Okay, well, I think we're on the same page, because I was actually coming here to say that I think maybe we should work together. That way, one of us wins for the Judgment Day, you know?
How about you just stay out of my way?
Okay. May the best woman win.
I will.
It'll be interesting, Wade. These two.
Alright, conflict of interest. They're both in the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament. Cool, cool, cool. I like the drama on this one so far. I think Judgment Day adding Roxanne was a good thing. Whether it's for just them needing help or just the drama that it brings, I don't mind it.
Women vying for the same prize here tonight.
The following Fatal 4-Way is a first-round match.
Alright, so this is the first of the Fatal 4-Way matches. Let's forward and see who's in it. I haven't seen the brackets, but this looks like... Holy crap, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are in it. And Roxanne is in it too. against Liv, and Kairi Sane is in there, who was in the three-way against Rhea for the Money in the Bank qualifier, so they have a little tiny bit of history. Rhea beat her ass to qualify for the Money in the Bank, didn't end up winning. But okay, interesting matchup. I don't know why they would book Roxanne and Liv in the same matchup. That's kind of fucked up on Adam Pearce's part, in my opinion. Here's Kairi Sane, here's Rhea, here's Roxanne, I presume. Well, she's already in the ring. Okay, well, I presume there's going to be some kind of issue between Roxanne and Liv that is going to cost both of them this match. I can't really see either one winning.
Maybe Liv beginning to Rhea Ripley on the back of her head. And
let's see, I think there's some drama here between Roxanne and Liv.
And now Morgan, codebreaker, and Roxanne Perez drops Rhea Ripley on the back of her head. And maybe Liv beginning to understand that I can work with Roxanne and turn this into a one-on-one match.
Great chemistry between these two right from the off.
But went for the cross-body, did Sane, caught by Perez and Morgan.
It's like they were made to be together, isn't it, Michael Cole?
Maybe Liv should let her in the Judgment Day as Kairi Sane is dumped on a Rhea Ripley outside the ring. Fatal four-way continues in the Queen of the Ring.
All right, surprising.
The story.
Liv and Roxanne actually working together a bit. I'm gonna skip a little bit into this match though and try to catch the next significant thing that happens. I really just want to see who wins. I want to see if Liv and Roxanne are gonna fight afterwards or break up.
And now Morgan and...
It looks like from me skipping through this that they're actually working well together though. Unfortunately, I don't have time to watch all this shit. I got work in a couple hours, so I'm trying to skip through this as fast as I can to just get the storylines.
Rhea gonna go to quick look. Wait a minute! Raquel Rodriguez, where did she come from?
Looks like Rhea was gonna get the win, and Raquel pulled her out of the ring. Once again, no disqualification, four-way, lazy booking, as Jim Cornette would call
This is
it.
a fatal four-way, no disqualifications.
Oh, so much history between these two, especially from their NXT days. Don't look away.
And now Kairi Sane from the top takes out both Rhea and Raquel.
Raquel Rodriguez saving the day there for Liv Morgan, but why wouldn't Kairi Sane capitalize on it?
Well, she's going to now. Liv Morgan still down and out from the riptide. Kairi Sane is going to go up to the top rope. Liv Morgan, no clue where she's at. Insane elbow by Kairi Sane. Kairi into the cover, hook in the leg. Roxanne Perez stacks up Kairi Sane. Roxanne Perez steals it.
Okay. Roxanne stole it. It's not like she really cost Liv though. Liv was gonna get pinned. What more could she have done? But the Judgment Day worked together to pick up the win, and Roxanne is gonna advance and represent the Judgment Day on this tournament. All right, cool. On the other side, I guess there's a man. This is a interesting bracket. I guess the winner of Roxanne's Roxanne is going to face the winner of Jade, Michin, Piper Niven, and Nia Jax. That's probably going to be Jade. And on the other side, we got Charlotte Flair, Alexa, Chelsea, and Candice. So that's going to be Charlotte, probably, I'm guessing. And then Asuka, Stephanie Vaquer, Raquel Rodriguez, and who was that? Oh, Ivy Nile. Stephanie Vaquer for sure, which will probably set up Stephanie Vaquer versus Charlotte Flair. That's a nice matchup. All right, well there's some interesting stuff going on here. I like it, and I like that booking of Roxanne winning. I don't think that messed anything up for the Judgment Day, but I'm gonna move along. Let's see what we got next. What's the next angle? We got Worlds Collide video package, and Gunther and Jey Uso are getting ready for their match. Video package for Nikki Bella, who is returning. All right, so here's a backstage segment. It looks like Nikki's gonna run into Maxine Dupree and Natalya.
Wait, does it feel like
like the old days. I love this so much. Well, Maxine, I just think it's so nice to meet you. I love you. I love you. Let's catch up more later, okay?
Text me in 5 minutes.
Okay, for sure.
Come on, Nat.
Are you okay? Oh. Hi, Io. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Nikki Bella. Yeah, nice to meet you. And you know, I just want to say I respect you so much, how you represent the women's division and also how you represent yourself being the women's world champion.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. You paved the way for us.
Oh.
It's great to meet you.
Oh my gosh, you too. Thank you. Hope to see you later.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
Well, despite
All
what
right,
you
well.
may think about her, here comes another.
Nikki is going around introducing herself backstage, reintroducing herself to some of the wrestlers that she maybe hasn't met, and rekindling relationships, I guess, with people she has met. But all right, so Becky Lynch is coming out. I guess she's gonna cut a promo after winning the IC title. I'll listen to her promo, even though I skipped most of that match yesterday. It looked like a hard-hitting match. She was very disrespectful to Lyra after the match, forced Lyra to raise her hand multiple times, and then eventually Lyra just had enough and laid out Becky. So Becky's coming in holding her shoulder, so she's a little hurt, it looks like. All right, Becky Lynch promo. Let's hear what she's got.
What? No, you deserve it, Chance? Well, I don't need you to tell me that I deserve it because I know I do. Now, I should be out here celebrating after my incredible victory on Saturday, because do you know how many opportunities there are for me to celebrate something new after everything that I've done in my career? After winning every other title multiple times, Royal Rumble winner, Elimination Chamber winner, first woman to win the main event of WrestleMania, New York Times best-selling author, and now Intercontinental Women's Champion.
Is it really that impressive these days to be a best-selling author? Like, it was probably the only book that got released that week or some shit.
So this should be an opportunity to celebrate, because this title is meant to be about opportunities. But the greatest opportunity this title ever got was when I won it. When I got to look at it and say, welcome to the big time Intercontinental Championship. You have just become the greatest prize in all of wrestling simply because I am your owner. I should be happy. I should have spent the weekend celebrating with my hot husband and my beautiful child.
Seth Rollins is hot? I don't know. I can't.
But no, because of that disingenuous integrity-less shame to my hometown bird lady, Lyra Valkyria, ruined everything. She was so enraged when I won on Saturday. So upset that I proved once and for all I am the better woman, that she raised my hand so aggressively, even though that was the deal. That was the deal that she agreed to. She raised it so aggressively, I thought she dislocated my shoulder.
I guess I missed that was the stipulation, that the loser had to raise the other's hand. All right.
And so, as the bigger person that I am, I tried to extend an olive branch. I said, let's put this tiff behind us. And I politely asked her to please help me. Now that you've hurt my shoulder, please help me put this on my waist. But she lost it. She went crazy. She tried to kill me. And I'm gonna ask this crazy bird lady to come out here and to do two things. One, to apologize to me, and two, to raise my hand again, but this time, raise it right.
Oh my
obviously
God.
Becky is a
Again,
best-selling-
they're going to continue this angle.
Author of
All right, well, let's see what happens. They're going to milk this, I assume, and then it'll probably turn into another fight. Lyra is coming out looking pissed off. Oh, they got attacked. There's an attack. Bayley. Bayley attacks Becky Lynch from behind. All right, interesting development. Cool. She's wailing on Becky, it seems. And Lyra's going to throw her back in the ring to take some more of a beating, it looks like. All right, so Bayley versus Becky for the Intercontinental title. I guess, why not? Because the other two titles are tied up. That's a pretty solid matchup. I'm with it. I'm with that one. Oh, R-Truth is back. Okay, all right. Well, I did hear that this was a solid promo. I was slightly disappointed when Truth came back to WWE because I was hoping he would go to TNA and be the old serious Ron Killings. But if WWE is going to use him as the serious Ron Killings, then that's cool too. They could have been doing that for fucking years instead of making him a fucking joke. But okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Don't let nobody tell you that you don't matter. Don't let nobody tell you that your voice doesn't matter. They heard, they listened, they felt, and they understood. I am back because of y'all. Y'all brought R-Truth back. We want truth. Y'all got R-Truth. We won. R-Truth is back for all of you. Every last one of you. But R-Truth is back. I'm back for me too. You see, not only did y'all bring truth back, you got me. Now, we all love R-Truth. I love R-Truth too. But R-Truth can be too funny all the time. R-Truth can be too nice. And he's too forgiving. Not me. I wish you would. I feel different. I feel alive. And for any of you that thinks I'm a lie, you think I'm some sideshow act? You think I'm a gimmick?
Ricochet.
Oh my God, no.
No. Oh, that was quick. He snipped that off fast. Well, damn. Some people in the crowd are like, holy shit. He cut off his dreadlocks. That's intense. That's intense.
R-Truth. The truth has set me free. I am Ron Killings. I am the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Now put some respect on my name.
Well, I feel like I'm back in 2002. How nice. Alright, well, yes, he deserves to have a freaking run as Ron Killings in WWE, man. Everyone knows the Ron Killings of TNA was way better and way more serious, so if they're gonna give us a taste of that, then I'm all for it. What can I say? That's an opportunity that they've missed for many, many years. Alright, backstage, we're here with Dominic, who is still the Intercontinental Champion, after retaining over Octagon Jr. at Money in the Bank.
Hey, buddy, you good?
CEO, what's up, pal?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you, do you think it was a little bit strange that you got put in the King of the Ring tournament?
Well, you know, you had your shot at Money in the Bank, and that didn't work out. So I didn't think you'd mind me representing the Judgment Day in the King of the Ring tournament. You upset?
Upset? Of course I'm not upset. I'm rooting for you, mate. You're gonna do great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Finn Balor couldn't get a spot out of 16 wrestlers to be in the King of the Ring tournament? Damn, that's sad.
Be upset.
You're going to win the King of the Ring, and we're going to go after the tag team titles, right?
Exactly. Everything's working out perfectly. Speaking of, congratulations. You done great out there tonight. Let her know. Let her know.
Good job.
Thank you.
Let her know. Let her know.
Yeah, I watched. It was pretty good. Good job.
What's everyone celebrating?
I have a match.
Yeah, no one should be celebrating a thing.
Liv, I helped you out. I stopped Kyrie from pinning you.
Is that what you did? Congrats, then.
Hey, don't worry about her. She'll be fine. Maybe you should go talk to Liv.
Yeah, I got a match, but I gotta go.
Or not.
Alright, well, the saga of the Judgment Day. These two people have always teased breaking up. I will never believe that'll happen until I see it with mine own eyes. That's just their thing. They love the drama. But I don't think Roxanne did really too much to really cause drama on this night, so it's just Liv's just upset that she didn't win. Let's move along. Let's see what we got next. Looks like Penta. Is this a King of the Ring tournament? Yeah, it's a four-way. So it's Penta, Dominic, Braun Breaker. Those three kind of have history from the Intercontinental title recently. And then Sami Zayn is in this too. So who do I think is going to win this? I don't really know. Shit, you'd think Braun Breaker. It's a four-way. Again, no disqualification. So why shouldn't his crew just come in and fuck everyone up and just help him win? So I'm going to forward that then. Here comes Braun Breaker. So Braun Breaker's backstage with Seth Rollins' stable. So yes, these are the guys. I don't know if he's going to want help. Let's see if they say anything about this.
Boys, in the future I see...
This is Seth Rollins talking, by the way.
Money in the Bank, King of the Ring. This is an all-out assault on both recognized world championships. Whether we take those by victory or we take them by heist. Absolute power will be ours.
Alright, no talk of helping him. We'll see if something happens. Alright, so here I go. I'm going to skip through this. I don't have time to watch all these matches, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I got work coming up. I got to leave soon, so I'm just going to skip to the booking. Paul Heyman's coming out with Braun Breaker. I don't know if he's going to want help or he's just going to think like he's going to do it on its own, but I'm going to skip to the finish and see how this shit happens because unfortunately, this is what the wrestling business have done to us. They don't want to focus on just one or two shows. They want to give us a show every goddamn day. Fine. I'm not going to watch all these shows, man. I'm just going to skip through the matches and get the storyline, but they did this to us. They've created this monster that I am. You don't think I want to watch all these matches? I do. I just can't. It's like a full-time job to watch wrestling. Sami Zayn won. What the fuck? All right. Well, let me rewind a little bit and see how the booking turned out. It looks like Bron Breakker's in the ring, the only one standing at this point, and this is the finish of the match.
Penta turn around. Penta better turn around. The speed check coming our way. On Breakker. Well, a spear. 23 miles an hour. Hey!
LA Knight.
LA Knight is here. LA Knight takes out Breakker.
Yeah, well, Seth Rollins' crew did come in and fuck up that match at Money in the Bank, so he's got back Bron Breakker. So Bron Breakker's out. Sami Zayn's in the ring alone with Dominic Mysterio, and it looks like he's going to advance to the semifinals. All right, Sami Zayn. Interesting. I don't mind that. I don't mind the idea of LA Knight feuding with Seth Rollins' stable, so I'm with it. All right, backstage interview. It's AJ Styles, who just picked up a win today over Chad Gable.
I am here with AJ Styles, and AJ, congratulations on that victory earlier. Massive win for you over Chad Gable. Can tell you're still fired up, so talk to me. Tell me where you're at.
Here's the thing, I can't enjoy tonight because I can't stop thinking about what happened last week. Chad Gable, whether or not he has on a mask, is one of the best in the business. But last week, Seth Rollins had his lackey, Paul Heyman, come and threaten me. And we know Dirty Dom and the Judgment Day, they're still running their mouth. Listen, I don't care how they conduct their business. But if you're going to disrespect AJ Styles, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. If you don't believe me, go ask Gable. On second thought, I think I'll go tell him myself.
Thanks so much. You know, I was going to send it back to the arena, but I think there's a developing story over here, so follow me.
He's holding me back, and I'm finally...
Excuse me, guys.
Hey, finally some good veterans around here.
Yeah, there you go, Grayson.
Man, every time.
Woo! Here's Kathy with the good questions.
I was going to ask you when you plan on defending your titles next and who against.
Well, hold on, Kathy. We just successfully defended these titles 2 weeks ago.
And there are a lot of incredible teams here on Raw. But in our opinion, they're all in the middle of the pack. We're looking for that clear front runner, that #1 contender.
We have way too much respect for these titles to defend them against just anybody, Kathy.
Because y'all keep them in the driveway, we keep them in the garage.
You see, we care about these titles. Unlike the champions before us and the champions before that.
He could go on all day.
No, matter of fact, you and everybody here should be thankful that you have champions like us that actually elevate these titles to such a high pedestal.
So instead of asking us these asinine questions every week, Kathy, how about you? Everybody in this arena and everybody all over the world, get down on your knees and thank God for the new day.
The better question is, why do you keep deflecting them?
No more questions, Kathy. No more questions.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about some of this. So what happened? AJ Styles, the interview with AJ. So he's trying to show that he's still got some clout around here, and he's saying he's gonna stand up to these stables who are trying to run roughshod. I don't know what that means. How's he gonna do that? Is he gonna build a stable himself or get back his boys? I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see on that. But I love AJ Styles. I hope they give him a more prominent role on this show. As for the New Day, very disappointing run so far with these World Tag Team titles. I don't know who, they don't really have a babyface to step up to them though at this point. The War Raiders, not really. And then Judgment Day, we're just talking about going for the World Tag titles, but they are also heels. So I don't know. I'm gonna skip forward and see what the next storyline we got. We got Nikki Bella coming to the ring. It's a return. I guess to some people, here's a video package for Asuka. I guess she's returning too. She's going to be in a match next week. All right, interesting. But I guess I'll listen to Nikki Bella's promo. She's a legend? I don't know. I didn't really see a lot of that era in the mid-2010s where she was there. But according to some people, she's a big part of the women's revolution. So let's check out what Nikki Bella has to say.
Phoenix!
gosh, it is so good for one to be back home. Yes. To be back in this ring. Oh my goodness, I just want to say thank you to the WWE Universe. Thank you to my Bella Army. I missed you guys. I missed you. I missed you all a lot. I know. Oh, thank you. So, thank you. So I'm here to talk about something very, very special that's happening next month. I think you all know what I'm about to talk about, right? That's right. So it's been many years, but next month WWE is holding an all-women premium live event in Atlanta, WWE Evolution.
All right, that's cool.
Yes.
I'm down with that.
Now, I remember main eventing the very first one, and it has been so incredible to see where the women's division is at since then. I mean, the talent, the stars, you have Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky.
Yes, yes, yes. It's all very amazing. Who's going to step up to Nikki Bella? Someone want to challenge her to a match or what?
Right?
Come on.
Julia. I mean, there is so much talent in that female locker room. It is insane. And I know that I could speak on behalf of all the women of the past, but we couldn't be prouder. We couldn't be more grateful where the women are at now in this division. Just so proud.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. But all right, so it's Liv Morgan.
Cut my music! Cut my music! Nikki, if you're talking about the best women in this division, you better make sure you mention Liv Morgan!
First of all, Liv, I didn't mean to. That was not intentional.
Oh, you didn't mean it like that. Well, too late, because I am the most talented woman in this division. And I have proven it again and again and again. I was Women's World Champion all of last year. I am the first and only Women's Crown Jewel Champion, and I am breaking records as a Women's Tag Team Champion.
He's stressed
But
out.
you know what, Nikki? You're lucky. You're lucky I wasn't around during your career, because I would have been champion and beaten you then too. But you know what, as I'm talking, I realized why you didn't mention me. You didn't mention me because you're jealous of me. You're jealous of me because I have everything that you don't. I have respect. I have a championship. And I have a man.
You know what, Liv? Hey, you know, I get it. You lost tonight. You're angry. I don't blame you. Okay, it's a bad night for you, right? But you know, speaking of your man, I'm just trying to figure out who he belongs to. Is it you or Roxanne Perez? I'm confused. But you know what, Liv? If you could do me a favor, can you congratulate her for me for taking your title shot and your man?
Oh, God. Well,
you want to know what, Nikki?
This is
you
not
can say
bad.
whatever you want, because I'm still a champion. And all you'll ever be is a reality show diva.
Well, Nikki heard it up, and Liv, though, hits her in the oblivion.
Laid out on her return. Funky. Well, I like how they did that. I think this whole thing stemmed from that Queen of the Ring match that Liv lost and she's just kind of upset about, and she's just ready at the drop of the dime to fucking fight over anything. So that was pretty hilarious, I think. I dug that. I'm gonna give that 2 thumbs up. Alright, so we're showing a replay of the Punk and Cena thing earlier that we watched. What the hell? Night of Champions. It's set up. Holy fuck. God damn. I gotta admit, when Cena started this run of like his last year and people were throwing out the idea of Punk and Cena having one last match, I did not think it would happen. I did not fucking think it would happen. That's a pretty cool thing. I gotta admit. That's nice. Punk and Cena. Alright then. It's in the books. Let's see what happens. Alright, here's a replay of last Monday. So I kind of don't remember what happened last Monday, so I'm going to just watch
Jey
it.
Uso is spreading himself thin. That could be the case, Wade. Last week on Monday Night Raw, he got involved, and, well, he paid for it by Seth and company.
Yeah, it's about exactly what you would expect, messing with the power trio of Seth, Bronson Reed, and Bron Breakker. Massive tsunami. No one's ribs feel good after that, but followed it up at SmackDown, getting sucker punched by Logan Paul, and then AA'd by John Cena. This was just 3 days ago, last Friday.
Alright, so they're just trying to emphasize that Jey Uso has been on many wars on different fronts, but he's got a World Heavyweight title defense coming up against Gunther right now, and it's starting right now. Holy shit. Okay, so there's like 20 minutes left on this show, and I don't know, should I watch this whole match? I'm thinking I should. Why not? It's the last thing I got. I think I got some time. Why not? I'm going to forward through the ring introductions. I'm going to do a watch along for Gunther versus Jey Uso. I'm curious to see how this goes, although I very much don't expect Gunther to win this title. I just don't know why. I just don't got the feeling. I don't know. I haven't been spoiled on this. I don't know what happens, but all right, Gunther versus Jey Uso. We got 17 minutes left on Raw.
Really strike twice. I'm not so sure. And this is a even more motivated Gunther than he has been previously.
Yeah, but Jey Uso going for the sleeper, the choke that he got Gunther to tap out at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and that's a big piece of the embarrassment for Gunther. He was outclassed at WrestleMania by Jey Uso, beaten with his own move.
And tonight it's Jey Uso with the advantage, the champion's advantage. Again, sleeper locked in, and Gunther has to sling him away.
Well, that perhaps was the best shot for Jey Uso, trying to end this as quickly.
I'm trying to think. I'll just talk over this match while it's going on. I'm trying to think what I would do here, because I don't really want to bury Gunther. But I don't really want Jey Uso to lose the title so soon. It looks like there's more to do for him. But I don't know what would happen to Gunther if he just doesn't win this. I expect that Seth Rollins could show up and try to cash in. Maybe that'll be a distraction that could cost Gunther in a way. Maybe that would set off a feud between Gunther and Seth Rollins' stable. I don't know.
We talked about this Saturday.
I guess I'll find out in 15 minutes.
Jey Uso from the tsunamis last week, from the Asai moonsault this past Saturday. You see the smile on Gunther's face. He realizes that there is a problem now with Uso, and can he take advantage?
I just ate your best shot, Jey, and it hurt you more than it hurt me.
And now Gunther realizing that he is an injured champion here, and the big grin across the face of the ring general, who is now targeting the ribs of Uso, who is doubled over in pain.
Well, Gunther has just gone from sluggish to savage in the blink.
Alright, well now it looks even worse for Gunther if he doesn't win this, because Jey Uso's got all this damage from all these wars he's been fighting, taking splashes from Bronson Reed in that match with Logan Paul, taking punches to the face. His ribs are taped up. If Gunther can't finish this off, it looks bad for Gunther. There's got to be some kind of fuck finish, some kind of distraction to cost Gunther, because I just don't want Gunther coming out of this looking weak. He's been one of their best characters in recent memory.
Gunther looked like he has been presented a gift, a massive gift. And now stomping away again at the midsection of Uso.
Just an injection of belief for the ring general. Whatever fragility there was in his ego has gone away now. It's galvanized.
Well, Gunther had made a point over the past couple of weeks in a suplex again. Gunther had made a point the past few weeks that Jey Uso was wearing himself thin.
I'll tell you right now, my opinion was, Michael, that Jey Uso should absolutely have declined the tag match at Money in the Bank. Sorry, Cody, you're on your own.
Yeah, but that's not what Jey Uso's all
I've got
about.
to put the title first. Well, that's fine not being about that. I would be about retaining my championship above and beyond anything else.
And now ripping that protective
Gunther
tape
ripped
away
off
from
the tape
midsection
off
Jey
of
Uso.
Jey
Extremely
Uso's
vulnerable
midsection.
now in this match, and things have become very dire for the world champion as Gunther delivers a knee right to the ribs.
Epic start from Jey Uso has now turned into a battle for survival, and it's one Jey is losing dismally.
This all began when Jey Uso hit a cross body on Gunther, injuring his midsection. Gunther realized that it was hurt, and now he has begun the attack.
Yeah, Jey should have avoided that particular move like the plague. But it's instinct, it's adrenaline, it's staring across at Gunther and thinking, I better move quicker, he's going to hit me. And Jey hit a move he should never have pulled out with those damaged ribs.
WWE fans here in Phoenix tonight trying to rally the champion. Jey sent across the ring into the turnbuckle. Again, doubling over in pain. Gunther, though, Uso able to sidestep. Jey looking to rally, looking for the sleeper. He knows he's got to end this quick. Uso trying to end it the way that he won at WrestleMania, but Gunther makes it to the ropes. Jey Uso, though, nice German suplex by Jey.
Oh, it's straight back to the ribs of Jey Uso. That sleeper is about the best move he's got. Very little rib impact when you're applying a sleeper, but a German suplex, a splash, the amount of torque on your midsection.
Well, if he delivers a spear, that's going to jar him as well, and that's what Jey's trying to do here. Gunther, though, catches him on a sleeper of his own.
Yeah, catches him in the sleeper because Jey just wasn't quick enough. He hasn't got the power to accelerate.
That's Pat McAfee about that sleeper by Gunther. Jey Uso went for the suicide dive, and Gunther caught him with a right hand as Jey just collapses out to the apron.
Well, maybe Gunther would have got him anyway, but I'm telling you, Jey Uso's speed is just a little off. He's got some power left in him.
Yeah, Gunther now. Head first into the steel post, and Gunther, oh, and a German suplex outside the ring on the floor.
Yeah, a release German onto that lower back, too. It's all in the favor of Gunther.
All right, they're going to another commercial break. Let's forward a little bit. Looks like Jey Uso is battling and battling to stay in this match. They got to kill, from my recording, it looks like 10 minutes. So Jey Uso's got all this heart, you know. He's just to stay in this match, he's got heart. I don't know how he's going to finish him off. I expect someone will come in and muddy up this match. Probably Seth Rollins. So I'm just going to forward a little bit. I know I said I was going to do a watch along, but this is kind of repetitive of just Jey Uso selling his injury, his rib injury. And we're down to 8 minutes. I'll let the last 8 minutes run. How about that? Super kick from Jey Uso.
Jey Uso back into the sleeper. Jey Uso looking to take out Gunther. Gunther turns it around though, and a knee right to the spine.
So well skilled, technically, not more than 5 seconds in these sleepers, and Gunther wriggles.
Oh, no, not the power bomb.
That's it, it's a finisher.
Jey still has some life.
Kicks out.
Now Gunther perhaps starting to get frustrated. He knows he's got a lame duck in the ring with him, but he simply cannot put him to the sword.
Yeah, valiant champion.
Choke his ass out, man. When all else fails, sleeper hold. John Moxley sleeper, man. That's what you do.
Gunther, though, realizes Uso's wounded, and he's waiting to take out his prey.
Gunther is hurting. That is a testament to the job Jey Uso has already done this evening. But it might be about to go downhill rapidly.
Gunther with a spear! Gunther with a spear of his own!
He's gonna kick out.
The leg! Jey still in it! Man, Gunther wanted to take out Jey with Jey's own move, and somehow Uso was able to kick out.
That was a weak-looking spear.
He's tried that. He tried it for a reason.
Just get him in a submission move, man. Come on. All right, let's see.
Somehow fight back up to his feet. Big right.
I tell you, Cole, Gunther's not reinventing the wheel here. It's all basic moves. Clothesline, big boots.
I'm kind of getting the feeling he's just going to roll him up now. He's talking shit. He should just roll him up real quick and end this match.
Now just trash talking. Jey Uso will not go away without a fight. Still on his feet after a stiff arm clothesline by Gunther and another one. And Jey still fighting back, digging down deep, showing some guts and hearts tonight. And the courageous champion now went for a sleeper.
But again, Gunther out so quickly, and then one of his own. You ain't getting out of this one. Oh, yes, you are.
And Jey Uso driving Gunther face first into the turnbuckle. Kick of his own. Jey, spear! Does Jey have anything left?
Well, it didn't work the first time. Gunther's softened up for good now.
Jey heading up top. Uso with an Uso splash. Nobody home. Right to the bad ribs. And that could prove costly for the champion.
That was as close as you'll ever get to a scream from Jey Uso. Involuntary.
We're down to 4 minutes left on the show. Here we go. Here's the sleeper. This usually would be the end.
Maneuver here by Gunther. Now he just puts the full weight of his body on top of Uso. Look at how the arm is slipped underneath the chin into a choke as Jey now tries to make it to the bottom rope. That would force a break. Can Jey hang on? Can Jey Uso hang on? Gunther drags him back to the middle of the ring. Gunther with a sleeper still applied.
Again, no way out of this perhaps for Jey. He's desperately scrambling with everything he's got. Gunther, the tips on there.
Yeah, but Gunther
Jey Uso should just hit a low blow and get disqualified.
On that rope, certainly not good enough to break that hold.
And again, now he just drags Uso back down to the ring. Jey Uso, center of the ring, could be fading. Gunther's got his entire weight wrapped around the body of Jey Uso. Jey trying to fight back, the champion trying to stay in this.
This audience willing Jey back into this. Do something, please.
Jey Uso trying to fight out, but his eyes look like they're beginning to roll into the back of his head. Jey, does he have some fight left? Jey trying to stay in this. Jey trying to fight back. Jey trying to make it to the ropes.
All the while, that carotid artery is being squeezed shut.
Back to a vertical base for Uso, but Gunther drags him back down to the mat again, and that could be the last gasp for the World Heavyweight Champion. Can Jey stay in it?
Fading rapidly, the eyes of Jey. Oh.
Yeah, but how smart is Gunther? Oh, wait a minute. Now Uso into a sleeper. Uso with an opportunity. Somehow staying in this.
I don't know how Uso's got any power left in those limbs.
All out adrenaline for the champion. Gunther's now fading. Shades of WrestleMania. Shades of WrestleMania. Will the ring general tap?
Oh,
Will Uso retain here? Is Gunther going to
tell
tap
me.
out again? To main event, Jey Uso.
Gunther his way out of there again.
Gunther able to slip underneath, and now the well-placed elbows to Uso. And now Gunther again wraps it in. And Gunther now wrapped around the body of the champion. Does Jey have anything left? Anything left?
So much taken out of Jey. The eyes surely faded now. Must be a million miles away from those ropes. There's no fight left, Cole.
Jey has nothing left in him, and it doesn't appear. Trying to somehow slip out of this sleeper by Gunther. Jey Uso's out. Jey Uso is out, I believe. He is out. Gunther becomes the new world champion.
What?
Here is your winner, and the new
Oh my God. I am stunned. First of all, I'm stunned. Second of all, I didn't really like the match. I found a lot of that chokehold shit kind of based on how the universe we see in wrestling. It was unrealistic that he held on for so long, I think. So it should have been, if they were going to give it to Gunther, they should have just gave it to him a lot earlier.
Gunther is once again, for the second time in his career, a
Well,
world heavyweight champion.
that solves the issue of them not burying Gunther, I guess. But what about Jey Uso? Where the fuck does he go from here? Is that it? He just had a little run and it didn't work out. He just yeets too much and he doesn't really have a lot of credibility in the wrestling business otherwise. Well, he does as a worker. He's a decent worker, but he's not a main event worker. He's not a main event gimmick. He's not a main event, I don't know. So I can't say I'm disappointed that much with Jey Uso losing this title like this. I thought maybe they could have done it a little more dramatically, but they just gave up on it. So Gunther's the world champion. All right. There you go. That's the end of Raw. All right, I'm going to give my review of the whole show. I think it was a pretty good Raw. I think the fact that we got Cena and CM Punk at the beginning was pretty hot. That was nice. I liked the Liv Morgan stuff with the Queen of the Ring, and I liked her angle that she did with Nikki Bella. So that was good. Other than that, I didn't really like the main event match. And there was a good match between AJ Styles and Chad Gable, which I didn't really watch, but theoretically that's a great match between two amazing workers. If you're a hardcore wrestling fan, that's a match you should probably enjoy. But other than that, all right, I'll give this episode of Raw not a half thumbs up. I'll give it a full thumbs up because we're going to see Cena and Punk again, and that's significant. All right, well, that'll do it for this live stream today. At least I got Raw out of the way. NXT tonight, that'll be much better, I promise you. For the Malapert Smart podcast, this was live stream number 18. We'll see you on the next one.